Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Dr. Brian Disney, and I'm blessed and honored to serve as the principal at Mooresville High School. I welcome you to Mooresville High School's 136th commencement ceremony. We thank you for your cooperation with minimizing the spread of COVID-19 by wearing your face coverings and maintaining social distance while at Mooresville High School today. We ask that you silence all cell phones and electronic devices, and please remain seated throughout today's ceremony so that graduates' family members can enjoy today's commencement. We also ask that you take all personal pictures from your seats. The class of 2020 thanks you for your cooperation. At this time, I'm going to invite forward Student Body President Jonah Cordray and Vice President Emily Reynolds.
Good morning. My name is Jonah Cordray, the Student Body President.
And I'm Emily Reynolds, the Vice President of the Senior Class. On behalf of the Class of 2020, please bow your heads and join me in a prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us together despite our circumstances. We ask that you would protect us and give us strength to endure whatever future trials we may encounter. Please continue to guide us throughout our future endeavors and provide us with wisdom in all we do. Amen. Now please rise, remove your hats, and join us as we honor our country and sing the Pledge of Allegiance and sing our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. We would like to welcome you to Mooresville High School's 136th graduation ceremony. The Class of 2020 would like to ask for your assistance in maintaining the rich tradition and dignity of today's ceremony by remaining seated throughout the ceremony and by holding all applause until all names have been read. We and our families support your support in ensuring that we can hear our names called in recognition of our achievements. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce our special guests joining me on the stage, Mr. Randy Taylor, Superintendent of Schools, and Dr. Bill Roberson, President of the School Board of Trustees. Additionally, I would like to recognize other educators who have worked diligently to provide opportunities for our graduates to succeed, including our school board members, assistant superintendents, school administrators, teachers, counselors, social service providers, and coaches. Please join me in giving these valued educators a round of applause. At this time, I ask all veterans and members of the armed forces to please stand. In addition, we have 8 members of the Class of 2020 who are unable to be here today because of basic training has already begun. Let's remember these men and women for their service and sacrifices for our country so that we may have the freedoms that we enjoy today. The Class of 2020 is truly a wonderful class who has led Mooresville High School to many successes during their high school careers. Some of the highlights include state finalist groups and teams, including the Pioneer Regiment Marching Band, Winter Guard, Percussion Ensemble, Chamber Orchestra, and Concert Choir. Our competition tier team qualified for the UCA National Championships. The Student Council and Student Publications organizations continue to win state awards. The Curry Crazies and our entire Mooresville community displayed our pioneer pride in winning the Zone 8 banner. Our athletic teams won numerous Mid-State Conference, Morgan County, and IHSAA sectional championships. Numerous students in this class qualified to compete in the state finals competitions with school groups and organizations.
including FFA, Business Professionals of America, and Skills USA. Several of our athletes from this class were named All-State, Academic All-State, Mid-State, and Academic All-Mid-State. Individuals from this class qualified for the IHSAA State Championships in diving, wrestling, and track and field. Lastly, and definitely not the least, our unified flag football team went from winless to undefeated to bring home Mooresville's first IHSAA State Championship. Additionally, our students have been servant leaders in our community. They've contributed hundreds of hours of community service, including such activities as raising funds for churches in mission and volunteering with local school and community groups. MHS students raised money for many great causes, including the Special Olympics Champions Together program. MHS students in this class also shared the gift of life through their donations to the Indiana Blood Center and to Donate Life. Moreover, our students have earned recognitions outside of our school for their many accomplishments, including with Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, competitive racing, and for their artwork. Our students have also earned many academic awards throughout the year. We had one senior who was named a finalist for the Lilly Scholarship Award for Morgan County. 32 of our graduating seniors were awarded scholarships from 20 colleges and over 34 different awards. Additionally, many students today are being recognized for their academic achievements. 71 of our students are being recognized for their character, service, academics as members of the National Honor Society. They are wearing gold stoles. Over 40% of our graduates are wearing gold tassels to recognize them for having earned an academic or technical honors diploma. These students maintained at least a B average while taking a more rigorous course load, including additional math, science, and world language courses. These students also earned credits and/or industry certifications while still enrolled here at Mooresville High School. Students who rank in the top 20 of the graduating class based upon their cumulative GPA are wearing an additional medallion today. And lastly, our valedictorian and salutatorian are wearing special medals for earning the highest GPAs in this outstanding class. Please join me in giving this awesome class of 2020 a round of applause for their many achievements and successes. And now, for the final time in your high school careers, I will share with you a few words of wisdom. To say that the spring of your senior year was unique and challenging would be a major understatement. This experience and how you continued to survive and thrive reminds me of these words from A.A. Milne, the author of Winnie the Pooh. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. You have bravely faced new and unforeseen challenges in the world around you. You are bravely heading off to semi-opened campuses, rigorous basic training, and a quickly evolving world of work. You have demonstrated great inner strength in working through months of isolation and ever-changing reopening plans. You are smart enough to have found ways to stay connected through social media and in person while also maintaining some proper social distancing. Your bravery, strength, and intelligence were most clearly on display when you successfully navigated not 2 or 3 days of e-learning, but a full 3 months instead. I am confident that you will go forth sharing your gifts to make many positive impacts on the world. Remember to be brave, be strong, and be smart. With something to think about, this is Dr. Disney. And now, seniors, join with me. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. At this time, I would like to recognize Franklin Thomas Zook, the salutatorian of the class of 2020. Franklin is the son of Nathan and Kimberly Zook. He is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, Key Club, Champions of Character, Friends of Rachel, and Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy. He volunteers at Churches in Mission, Salvation Army, Habitat for Humanity, and participates in Riley Dance Marathon. Franklin will be attending Purdue University to study civil engineering. At this time, if you will please direct your attention to the screen for Franklin's salutatorian address.
I just want to start off with the congratulations to the class of 2020. We finally made it, even if it ended in a very surprising and new way. But before we talk about the end, let's go all the way back to the beginning. Whether we remember it or not, we all once weren't in school and we still had a stress-free life with no homework or projects. Although this life seemed so long ago, it came to an end so that we could develop ourselves and our knowledge to become successful members of society. Our life at school started out in preschool and in kindergarten, where our parents left to get a break, but all the more it was important. We learned about letters and numbers, and most importantly, learned how to act. I wish I could go back to a life that was so easy, but at the time it was more difficult for our very young and inexperienced brains. Then we went through elementary school, where we had to learn the basics, both hard and easy. Depending on the person, you would soon realize which classes you despised because it seemed that they despised you, especially all those math problems that you had to answer in under a minute. Some of us were also told we had to learn cursive because apparently the whole world runs on it. We soon found out that that was a lie. And to all my teachers after second grade, I'm sorry for my terrible cursive handwriting. Another thing we might have forgotten was the great thing called recess, where teachers let armies of kids run amok and learn how to be a kid. We also had specials which showed us early on who could become the next Picasso or Michael Jordan. Next we get to middle school, which is probably one of the worst times of everyone's lives. Kids learn real fast what puberty is and make plenty of mistakes. Although it's one of the worst times, it is relatively easy when compared to high school, which is nice because the drama was worse than any Gilly assignment. We also got excited for those famous Chick-fil-A Fridays, which we never got. Thanks, Michelle Obama. Then we finally get to high school, where we see those movies of people getting picked on. In reality, it's just slightly more mature teens who realize their mistakes in middle school and try to make a better life. Then you finally get to freedom of driving, which is exciting for teens, but the worst time to be on the road for everyone else. High school teaches valuable lessons and lets you experience the real world in a safe environment. And even though we ended our high school career earlier than we expected, we should appreciate what we have and do the best with the lessons we have. We also should honor our fellow classmates that passed away during our high school career. Both Elizabeth Alsop, who passed away during our freshman year, and Kirsten Woodward, who passed away during our junior year. Both of these losses hurt our class, but didn't stop us from doing things in their name, like the Kirsten Art Fest and the Yellow Concert. This shows us that we as a class care for each other and mean something to each other, and that we can do great things out of the darkest places. And that ends our high school career that paved the path ahead of us to make a difference in our world.
I now introduce to you the valedictorian of the class of 2020, Dixon Joseph Ramey. Dixon is the son of Kevin and Jennifer Ramey. He is a member of the Champions of Character, National Honor Society, Business Professionals of America, Key Club, Computer Science, the basketball team, and the track team. He volunteers at the Boys and Girls Club and Vacation Bible School. In the fall, Dixon will be attending Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology, where he will major in software engineering and minor in hardware engineering for computers. I now introduce to you Dixon Ramey.
Thank you, Dr. Disney. Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome all faculty, alumni, friends, family, distinguished guests, and of course you guys, the class of 2020, to the 136th commencement ceremony of Mooresville High School. On behalf of the class of 2020, I want to first remember our dear friends, Kirsten Woodward and Elizabeth Alsop. I think we can all agree that they are very much here with us today. We love and miss you both. For the past few months, nobody knew whether we'd be able to gather here today, but we are grateful that we are here. I would like to pay a special thanks to Dr. Disney and the administration for the effort and dedication they have put into making this happen. I thank all the parents and guardians that have had our backs for the past 18 or so years. Special thanks to my very own parents, Kevin and Jennifer Ramey. You guys rock. Well, graduates, it's welcome. It's finally here, the moment we've been waiting for, graduation. I want to congratulate all of you for your accomplishments and accolades. For 13 or so years, we have studied and learned from one grade to the next, all culminating in this moment here together. We have a world-class education, yet we know nothing of what the world has to offer. The world is an ever-changing place, and this current moment marks a transition in our worlds. Soon, all of you will be off on your very own grand adventure, walking your own path and creating for yourself a career worth living. Whether you know exactly what you want to do after high school, or if you have not the slightest idea, that's okay. Life is all about choices and decisions, and the road each one of you is on will split many a time. Our current world is shaped by those around us. We feed off the influence of our parents, our teachers, our peers, and especially things we see online and on social media. We are persuaded by what we see on Instagram and Twitter, TikTok and Snapchat. We are so obsessed with living a postable life that sometimes the only answer for why we work for things is just so we can post them. I encourage you not to let yourself fall into this trap. See your plans through because you want to be successful, not because you want to make others aware of your success. In my experience, seeking validation from those you love is the only way to truly feel it. Basing all of your hard work and energy into pleasing everyone else will only lead to failure. You will only gain satisfaction from working to better yourself and not to impress others. Do not get me wrong, sharing your success is not a problem. You should be proud of what you have accomplished. Your lives will not forever be changed by this speech, or any speech you hear for that matter. Some people have already forgotten the last couple of sentences that have come out of my mouth. I guess I know what it feels like to be a teacher now. The point of the matter is to quit evaluating your life in comparison to others. Everyone was dealt a different hand. Comparing your life to theirs is unfair to you. Not everyone can renegade for millions of people daily for fame. Once you learn to quit evaluating your life in comparison to others, you can stop evaluating others in comparison to yours. Just because you wouldn't do something doesn't mean someone else shouldn't do something. Just because you wouldn't wear something doesn't mean someone else shouldn't wear it. Worrying about other people's lives will only slow you down from perfecting yours. The I want what they have mentality without working for it or planning how to get it is a dead end. As many of you go off to be doctors, pharmacists, engineers, teachers, businessmen and women, writers, artists, politicians, among others, I encourage you to see it through. There is a reason you chose to go down that path. Do not forget it. Those of you heading into the military, we wish you good luck and good health. We thank you for your sacrifice. Those of you who do not know what you want to do after high school, that is okay. Pick something you're good at or something that at least you have a little interest in. It could spark something, a newfound love. I encourage you to take risks and chances, unless you're in Vegas and maybe just lay off for a little. Today is potentially the last time some of us will see each other. Open houses have come and gone. This is the last box we need to check before going off on our new adventure. I want to thank all of the teachers, K through 12, for the education they have bestowed upon us. And finally, thank you graduates for a complete 4 years of high school together. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dixon. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you 343 young adults who have completed the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Mooresville Consolidated School Corporation and the state of Indiana, or have completed the goals of their individual education plan. And to you, Mr. Randy Taylor, Superintendent of Schools, I present the class of 2020, and I recommend that they receive their diplomas.
Thank you, Dr. Disney. Good morning. It gives me great pride to congratulate the class of 2020 on the accomplishment of earning your high school diploma, the culmination of your high school 4 years of hard work. But this class has done more in the past few months with the determination to forge through the toughest of circumstances. So today, we come together to honor you, celebrate this worthy achievement. Therefore, upon the recommendation of your principal and the power vested in me by the Board of Education of Mooresville Consolidated School Corporation and the state of Indiana, I declare the class of 2020 graduates of Mooresville High School. Please come forward to receive your diplomas.
At this time, Mrs. Chrissy Owens and Mr. Wes Upton, the Mooresville High School assistant principals, will read the names of the graduates while I present them with their diplomas.
In an effort to maintain the rich tradition and dignity of this ceremony, the class of 2020 requests that you hold all applause and recognition until all names have been read and all diplomas have been presented. This request is out of respect for every graduate and their families. Dixon Joseph Ramey. Carradine Adley Jones. Emily Elizabeth Reynolds. Olivia Grace Brimage. Jonah Scott Cordray. Carly Megan Henry. Ethan Matthew Stout. Jacob Andrew Bolin. Sierra Dawn Mong. Gracie Noel Smith. Kirsten Nicole Robbins. Paige Michaela Reagan. Brianna Marie Sisk. Emily Grace Britt. Alexis Lynn Peasley. Skyla Marie Eckel. Tran Wen Vo. Jacob Noland Vogel. Dominic Matthew Oldham. Riley Ann Thompson. Jacelyn Lee Steffi. Trevor Dale Freeman. Alendra Rose Swafford. Kaylee Lynn Squire. Kelsey Marie Callahan. Jacob Lee Day. Miles Matthew Solodine. Lily Dale Rose O'Brien. Morgan Marie Baker. Sarah Elizabeth Begley. Jacob Maxwell Vaughn. Tyron LaRue Wright. Ross Jordan Haston. Christopher Lee Hurdle. Kennedy Elba Bosaw. Ashlyn Ray Jeffries. Ashlyn Shay Malloy. Caitlin Leanne Hanrahan. Kayla Marie Schmidt. Abigail Elizabeth Grimes. Dominic Paul Delk. Devin Lawrence Scott. Paige Amanda Gregory. Kendall Sue Simpson. Sarah Michelle Heverin. Timothy James Miller. Cameron Russell Haynes. Tyler Lee McDonough. Samuel John Brazil. Cassidy Nicole Wilson. Robert Joseph Anthony Panarisi. Tierra Rose Evans. Olivia Lorraine Haggerty. Samuel Hunter Edwards. Nikolai Alexander George. Michael Joseph Dorn, Jr. Samuel Doc Ellsworth. Zachary Aaron McKinney. Amelia Rose Roberts. Brianna Marie Smith. Riley Adam Poe. Taylor Nicole Dawn Job. Devin Alexander Faulkner Bunton. Brooklyn Ann Marie Wade. Deja Maria May Whitley. Eleanor Lynn Head. Kelsey Marie Tanner. Riker Cade Kuntz. Lauren Gail Cox. Brett Anthony Batchelor. Brandon Evan Bood. Joshua Gavin Bertram. Quinn Thomas Hensley. Dennis Dale Dilly. Cody Allen Tate. Connor Austin Tate. Sierra Lynn Keith. Braden David Evans. Kyler William Evans. Daniel Riley Nix. Mitchell Slade Franklin. Skylar Jean Robbins. Leo William Enderly. Carly Danielle Even. Jaden Silas Nauman Foley. Noah Sean Quinn. Gavin Justice James Robinson. Madeline Rose Morris. Jessica Nicole Copeland. Kylie Marie Dunn. Chloe Marie Lowe. Justin Matthew Butcher. Kaylin Marie Scott. Ethan Trevor Harold Lair. Evan Lane Kopp. Grant Stewart Seals. Khalil Kanan Davis. Caitlin Grace Schaefer. Jordan Mackenzie Selberg. Allie Ann Marie Grigsby. Emma Mackenzie Jenkins. Braden Daniel Farrand. Christian David Neitzel. Braxton Lexanne Reynolds. Dylan Curtis Gabbard. Hannah Marie Hopkins. Carson Sade Terry. Kyle Lawrence Patrick. Donovan Joseph DeVault. Emily Elaine Bombi. Kaylee Gray Kuhn. Mariah K. York. Kylie Nicole Striedelmeyer. Isabella Brooke Gott. Carson Corinne Crouch. Devin Isaac Byers. Alexis Leanne Zemke. Marcus Lee Weimer. Shaylin Olivia K. Powell. Sierra Leanne Knapp. Michaela Diane Villegas. Braden Riley Coram. Elizabeth Rose Casper. Lane Aaron Parsons. Olivia Ann Marie Calvert. Sydney Nicole Fouch. Devin Tyler Jennings. Cheyenne Nicole Rippey. Maxwell Philip Perkins. Mariah Caitlin Bigger. JC Diane Poe. Uh-oh. Mike's out. Charles Gregory Duncan. Samuel Evan Henderson. Naomi Jade Burton. Gage Lee Collins. Connor Andrew Kite. Claire Elizabeth Ross. Gracie Lee Eveland. Corbin Michael Weber. Michelle Nicole Wagner. Roscoe Anthony Hostetler. Ryan Earl Haskins. Eris Rain Mitchell. Jackson Lee Christner Derringer. Sydney Marie Barnett. Tori Lynn McQueen. Samuel Samir Patel. Madison Grace Carter. Allison Lee Sweet. Hannah Nicole Hillman. Samuel Adam Matthew. Lillian Rayanne Droger. Shelby Lynn Anderson. Camden Russell Schmidt. Autumn Jean Heron. James Patrick Richmond. Rochelle Dawn McClure. Jack Ryan Bosworth. Alexis Jade Hill. Clay Jackson Taylor. Cassidy Diane Dawson. Jonathan Dakota Spears. Hannah Renee Tomlin. Jacob Coleman Tomlin. Sarah Elizabeth Tomlin. Dakota Jeffrey Ray Roberts. Jaslyn Chriselle Fields. Sydney Walker Wells. Dakota James Milam. Daniel Lee Yaryan. Leanne Grace Heckinger. Jalen Scott Decker. Elijah Glenn Hardy. Savannah Catherine Warman. Nicholas Edward Gregory. Quentin Joshua Rogers. Grace Whitney James. Peyton Alexis Batchelor. Ashley May Groves. Kevin Gregory Scott Brewer. Michael David Ferguson. Jacob Matthew O'Neill. Robert Justin Green. Serenity Peace Colvin. Jacqueline Noel Hayes. Christopher Ryan Grider, Jr. Danny Joe Camden III. Braden Robert Ostermiller. Justin Dean Gifford. Donovan Thomas Mask. Allison Nicole Ignis. Rachel Lee Memmer. Noah Layton Justice. Avery Jameson Hoffman. Ariana Rose Halstead. Dylan Joseph Smith. Olivia Luciana Smith. Brianna Nicole Johnson. Emma Michelle Patterson. Lillian Keller Patterson. Luke Anthony Short. Abby Elizabeth Moore. Emma Nicole Moore. Dominique Ray Chapman. Evan Michael Sheldon. Grace Eileen Sheldon. Caden Anthony Brew. As we transition between graduates in the lower and upper bleachers, please direct your attention to the projection screen, where we will recognize the graduates who are unable to join us today because of military or other commitments.
Darcy Nicole Clampett. Brandon Jasper Alvarado. Charles Thomas Moran. Reese Garrett Condon. Court Manny Henson. Hannah Nicole Sherby. Shay Loren Brixey. Xavier James Green. Chelsea Marie Payne. Mason Lee Dean. Alora Destiny Summerlot. Aiden William Holtzclaw. Carly Madison McCorkle. Jenna Rose Seck. Robert Lee Gentry IV. James Michael Seitz. Ashley Nicole Carter. Thomas James Edward Casson. Karis Thalen Eicher. Allison Danielle Benge. Kaylee Bliss White. Elijah Michael Bray. Jalen Thomas Castile. Xander Joseph Lowry. Mackenzie Michelle Lee McSpadden. Elise Marie Turner. Tori Lynn Wade. Angela Marie Broom. Dylan Matthew Gunnell. Isaac Davis Blackwell Farr. Emma Mackenzie Sanders. Faith Marie Skaggs. Shane Lee Pennington. Alice Jan Burnett. George Rook. Brittany Jill Borbor. Christiana Rose Likens. Lauren Olivia Hebert. Adrian Renee Baldwin. Kevin Fabian Terrazas Cordova. Ashley Elizabeth Striegel. Brianna Rose Brown. Zachary Tyler Romano Ewert. Natalie Grace Hansen. Andrew Richard Owens. Riley Glenn Rustman. Sari Elizabeth Paul. Haley Rose Creech. Ethan Richard Stewart. Caitlin Marie Johnson. Lolly Victoria Castro. Patrick Nicholas Coran. Jacob Tyler Alexa. Autumn Kramer. Ty Daniel Smith. Brody Ashley Blair. Alexis Renee Curry. Emily Grace Key. Portia Marie White. Adam Lee Short. Mackenzie Sue Alvarado. Ryan Caleb Hacker. Shania Grace Smith. Trace Allen Walker. Nicholas Scott Chilcote. Jordan Tyler Wagers. Park Braden Everett. Anthony James Moore. Ava Lynn Mayer. Madison Elizabeth Lawson. Braylon Daniel LeRae Gibson. Abigail Sue Morgan. Drew Lindsay Denton. Jared Seth Epling. Sydney Leanne Smith. Megan Ann Finley. Dan Lee Parker Swindle. Madison Nicole Smither. David Michael Buxar. Seth Wayne Brewington. Terry Lynn Balfour.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate the class of 2020. At this time, I present to you the Secretary of the Class of 2020, Ms. Olivia Brimage.
As Secretary of the Class of 2020, I would like to invite you to join my classmates and me as we reminisce.
Wherever you go, you take me to. Whatever I know, I learn from you. Whatever I do, you taught me to do. I am your child, and I am your chance. Whatever will come from me. Tomorrow is won by winning me. Whatever I am, you taught me to be. I am your hope, I am your chance, I am your child. Whatever I am, you taught me to be. I am your hope, I am your chance, I am your child.
There's a kid inside, and I have him with me always. There's a kid inside, walking down old high school hallways. There's a kid inside, and a desk and a dance in the halls and the showers. There's a kid inside to this very day. And he makes a try for the high-pop fly that I fumbled one September.
And he makes a fuss over some A+ that he shouldn't still remember. And he goes along, getting hurt, getting mad, fighting fights that are over. And unless I'm strong, all my senses are carried away.
I can feel my hand, my trembling hand on Michelle's Angora sweater. I can hear my band, that awesome band, only now it sounds much better.
I can see the kid I used to be, on the stage, on the field, in the lunch line. I can feel him talking at me every time I think I don't care. I blink and he's there again. He's there again. Fighting ancient wrongs, humming old hit songs in my head. Singing, come along, come along, come along for the ride. To a time and place I cannot forget if I tried. And I never know when the breeze will blow with a rush of old sensations. Why the kids should wake and my heart should ache every time I smell carnations. Something rings the bell, anything at all. All it takes is the slam of a locker, or the switch from summer to fall. A change of seasons seems barely reason, but there he goes. He's there again. Fighting ancient wrongs, humming old hit songs in my head. Singing, come along, come along, come along for the ride. To a time and place I cannot forget if I try. There he so weary when troubles come and my heart burden be. And I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. There is no life without its hunger. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly. But when you come and I am filled with wonder, sometimes I think I glimpse eternity.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas.
Stormy seas,
I am strong when I am on your shoulders.
you raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the president of the senior class, Miss Carradine Jones.
And now, fellow classmates, having completed all of the requirements and having received our diplomas, please stand. Join me in the ceremonious turning of the tassels. As the newest alumni of Mooresville High School, we invite all Mooresville alumni to stand and join us in the singing of our alma mater.
Mooresville High will always strive for right, and may thy children everywhere keep our colors bright. Mooresville High, oh Mooresville High, let our voices ring. We love thee, Mooresville, to thee we sing.
Thank you.
Congratulations to the graduates and their families. While we are saddened by the loss of some events and some memories during this pandemic, we are proud of you and your many accomplishments. Remember, class of 2020, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. I want to give a special shout out and thanks to the MHS Radio and TV program for today's live stream. The recording of this ceremony will be available using the On Demand tab on their webpage after today. I ask that everyone, with the exception of the graduates, to please remain seated until all the graduates have exited the gymnasium. At this time, if all the graduates will please stand, and we'll start with exiting the floor, and you guys will follow Mrs. Owens and Mr. Upton out of here. We ask that once the graduates have exited, that everyone please maintain social distancing and wearing their face coverings while exiting directly to their cars. We appreciate your cooperation with this. Thank you all very much, and congratulations, class of 2020.